Today we're going to remove the lower race from the GSXR-600 lower triple tree. There's a lower race right here, which we must take off in order to put a new race on for a bearing or to put a tapered bearing in. I will be using a Dremel with a cutoff wheel, some chisels, different sizes, eyeglasses, a hammer, and vice grips. First step is to cut off the race with the Dremel, or at least to make a channel through which we can possibly put a chisel in and possibly spread the race a little farther apart. You'll find that the farther you cut through the race, the easier it will be to take off, with the exception of cutting all the way through the race and into your stem, which is probably not the best idea. So take your time as you cut. You will see here that I will cut at an angle, trying to miss the lower triple tree and still get as far as I can through the race. Take your time. You'll probably see 4 minutes of me slowly cutting through this, just making sure I don't cut into my stem. Remember, I am doing this on a junk triple tree that I own because one of the steering stops is broken. So just make sure you take your time. I was going a little fast here, just trying to show an example video for you people. At this moment in time, I will try to spread the crack that we cut in the race. Sometimes it'll crack and you hear a nice little pop. Other times it won't. Either way, take the chisel, place it on top of the seal, and start tapping away underneath, trying to drive the race up. Don't be discouraged, just remember, use the seal to protect the triple tree. See, it started coming. Now I grabbed a bigger chisel. Come up even more. Sometimes I'll grab it with the vice grips and it'll tell you kind of whether or not it's going to go if it moves a little bit more. Now that it's actually up a little bit far on the shaft, you can go and cut the lower part of that race all the way through because it was too close to the triple tree to be able to cut. I left a little bit there, and if you go through and you cut the rest of that through, you may be able to drive it up the race easier. It actually may just come right off. Still not turning, so I'll go and cut a little bit more. Now I'll take the chisel, place it in the groove, give it a little tap, loosen right up. Now see it spin freely, well, semi-freely. You should be able to take a chisel now and drive it up through. Remove the race and remove the seal. Check to make sure you didn't do any damage. And you're going to want to press on a new race or a taper bearing. This video, happy riding.